just beginning to find out who Gus really is. My goal has been to create a Gus that is a little more vulnerable and a little less polished than the Gus that we come to know in Breaking Bad. He's younger, more enthusiastic, and much more willing to find his place within the cartel.
Hey guys, Kiwi here. In this video, I'll be breaking down and analyzing the character Gus Fring, along with what to expect from him during Season 4 of Better Call Saul. With that being said, warning is spoilers for everything in the show up to the Season 3 finale, along with Breaking Bad, and let's jump right into this. So during Season 3 of Better Call Saul, Gus has been slowly taking over the meth business from Hector Salamanca and his family, as Gus Fring's methods have proven to be more safe and reliable. Not only does Gus have a better system overall by going through Los Pollos to secretly transport his meth across the border, but he's also been secretly messing with Hector's distribution line. This embarrasses Hector even further, as it proves that his methods aren't as safe or rewarding. Now, Gus has always had a hatred for Hector ever since way back in 1989 when Gus first went to meet with Don Eladio, as he's been trying to make Hector's life miserable ever since. The reason being is because Hector actually killed Gus's protege Max during their meeting, as we saw in a Breaking Bad flashback. Gus and Max tried pitching their product to Don Eladio, and although it was impressive, they were just found to be insulting him as they produced drugs in his territory. They shot Max in the head while forcing Gus to stare into his eyes, which looked like a completely horrifying experience. Now, they kept Gus alive because Eladio recognizes him from his mysterious past, stating that he knows where he is, but that he's not in Chile anymore. So along with explaining why Gus hates Hector, we get an idea as to how much notoriety Gustavo Fring really has from his days back in Chile.
Yo lo necesito. Él es mi compañero. Por favor, se lo...
La única razón por la cual tú estás vivo y él no es porque yo sé quién eres tú. Pero entiéndeme bien, ya no estás en Chile.
So what the hell was his deal in Chile? Unless I'm missing something here, I'm pretty dang sure we've never heard of any definite answer. And with that being said, I'd love to see this come into play during the next season of Better Call Saul, as I'd love to have this big mystery finally answered in a satisfying yet relevant way. Better Call Saul has been focused on the origins of many characters, and I believe that we could probably get flashbacks of Gus from his former life in Chile, or at least some sort of story or explanation along with why he came to America.
So I want people to see his rise to power, that he is still the same calm and collected human being, but he is someone who is not as calculated as he eventually becomes.
Alongside that, I believe that now we'll really see the true rise of Gus's drug empire. Season 4 will hopefully focus on a lot more of Gus's future plans, along with involving Mike doing some morally challenging jobs as he's now officially working for him. And now, considering that Hector survived his attack in the Season 3 finale, he may eventually come back with a bang in Season 4, and that could give them some issues. Now, Mike hates the Salamanca family for his own reasons as well, so it seems as though he'll naturally continue to help Gus in that aspect. But what about Nacho? It's a possibility that Mike will bring Nacho to Gus and have some sort of meeting unraveling pretty much everything that's gone down the past season or so. Now, when you think about how much Gus honestly hates Hector, I don't think that he'll be too mad at Nacho for trying to kill Hector, as he'll now be in a wheelchair just like Breaking Bad, and I could see Gus getting a chuckle out of that. So during Better Call Saul, we can see that Gus has been trying to control Hector's death, including how and when it will happen. This ridiculous vendetta that Gus has against Hector has actually caused him to toy with his life multiple times, along with his business as well. As you probably remember, Gus first prevented Mike from killing Hector back in the Season 2 finale, along with preventing Nacho from killing Hector recently in the Season 3 finale by giving him CPR. Now, why would Gus do this? He must be pretty messed up to only keep Hector alive because he wants to put Hector through more suffering in the future. Speaking of which, during Season 3, Gus tells Mike that he stopped Mike from sniping out Hector because a bullet to the head would be far too humane. Gus wants Hector to suffer for what he's done, as Gus truly hates him with every inch of his soul. Gus wants Hector to die alone in the worst way possible, and he wants to decide when Hector dies, along with probably being the one to kill him himself.
I love that Gus Fring is the person who saves Hector Salamanca from dying of a heart attack. It's so perversely ironic, and it seems so counterintuitive that the guy who hates Hector Salamanca more than anyone else on Earth would be the one to literally leap to save him and give him CPR.
Now, if Gus would have just allowed Hector to die one way or another instead of preventing his death, things could have gone a lot differently. This urge to completely destroy Hector's life before finally killing him caused Gus to not think straight or make the best decision-making skills, eventually causing his own demise. As we know, Hector ends up killing both of them in Breaking Bad by suicide bombing Gus in that hospital room, blowing them both up. So in a very ironic way, Hector actually ends up being the decider for both of their deaths, adding insult to injury. Now, I think it'll be really interesting to see the rest of Better Call Saul unfold as we watch how Gus evolves into the man that he is during Breaking Bad, as he continues to grow allies in his empire, along with escalating things with the Salamancas and the cartel. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, along with your own opinions on what you think we'll be mainly focusing on with Gus during Season 4 of Better Call Saul. I'd appreciate a like on the video if you've enjoyed anything I've said today, or even subscribe for more Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad content in the near future. As always, I thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.
What it says to me is, I, Gustavo Fring, will dictate the circumstances of your death, Hector Salamanca, nobody else. I'm going to have my justice, I'm going to have my revenge, and this moment is not it. There will be another moment, and you're going to live until then, until I really get my revenge on you.